Hello, you football fanatics. Welcome to StrangePlay. My name's Rick.
And I'm Simon.
And this is our review for FIFA 19.
So, you're the most qualified to talk about football between us.
I am, definitely.
With this game, so...
Massive fan of football.
Let's start with the small things first. Who's on the cover of this game?
Emil Heskey.
Oh, they've gone with the big dogs, have they?
Yeah, they've gone back in time a little bit. They've gone with the old legends.
The old legends?
Yeah.
Has it got a reversible cover?
Yeah.
Who's on the reversible side?
Gaza.
Oh, right. So, yeah, that's obviously the Raoul Moat version of the game, or are we going a little bit 90s with this?
Oh, again, a little bit 90s, like there's in his grey kit.
Oh, right, okay.
Which was a massive surprise for me. I thought they'd benched it, but it was nice to see it. It was a nice throwback to when it was coming home originally.
Yeah, it's been coming on for past, 30 years now?
Yeah, but, you know.
So, it's nice to see Gaza getting some limelight because they've totally forgot about him, really.
To be honest, I was surprised to see him come out of retirement.
Yeah. Does he play alongside Kane?
Yeah.
Good.
They have a special move together, which I thought was weird. It was a nice little addition, but if you do like, like the Shoryuken in Street Fighter, so if you do like quarter circle forward and the kick button, they volley it and then overhead it into. It's interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're talking about Gaza there and Harry Kane. What are the other specials that the other players have?
Well, I've only really been playing with Stevenage United, so it's only those two that I've really had a good luck with. Like Gary Lineker's really good. He's got like a sliding tackle for the shins, and if you do your QTE at the right time, like you've got to press X at the right time, you can take someone's ankle out.
Right.
But if the ref ain't looking, you get a bit of a speed bonus on Lineker, which I thought was interesting.
Oh, you get speed bonus?
Yeah, it's weird. They've gone like kind of down the Mario football route.
Yeah, it's like that's how when England played Colombia were trying to get buffs by battering the England players.
Exactly, and it's
work.
like
yeah.
EA have seen that and gone, we need to incorporate it into our game because that's how everyone's playing these days.
Yeah. Which Colombian player has the skill for kicking up the penalty spot?
Guevara.
Yeah,
he's good. They always start in revolutions though, but he's very good on the passes.
The passes.
Yeah.
So what modes are included in this game?
Career mode, which is like your standard, pick your team. I've been playing Stevenage United. Try and get through the Premiership as much as you can. There's online. There's FUT, which is like FIFA Unlimited Team 19. It's got all your cards and everything. There's women's. What was interesting for me is it defaults to women's when you start the career. You've got to go through the options to put the men's up. And there's your five-a-side with a load of local pub teams from all around the UK.
Are the pub teams, do they have different perks, or is it just the same as the national teams and international teams?
They have weird perks, like their characters have different stats.
Oh, right.
So you'll have things like how many pork pies can Jim eat? Jim can eat 10 pork pies. That means you want to play him as a centre forward or defence because he's like a bit stocky, a bit heavier, he's better at defending.
Yeah, instead of slide tackling, he just belly bounces them out of the way.
Yeah, but then you'll have like Steve-O, who plays for the Nags.
Yeah, he can only play for like first 45 minutes because he's got an ankle tag on and he needs to be home by 3.
No, that's Chazza. Steve-O, he's got high alcohol tolerance, but the ankle bracelet is that's a legit thing. And what's interesting as well, I thought this was really clever, because this is kind of like the new version of FIFA Street, you know, like FIFA five-a-side. And if Chazza was on the pitch for too long, his ankle bracelet would actually go off.
Right.
And the police would come and get him.
Fuck.
And then you'd be a man down, because you'd have to be taken off. You'd have to get red carded, you can't get replaced.
That's dodgy getting police involved, because a lot of pub teams, like some of them, they have some stuff on them, gear. Like
amphetamines?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a statistic. They're for the ones that run fast.
Oh, right.
I was surprised to see that in a family game, but, you know, EA, everyone there's coked up anyway, so...
Is there any crossover with EA Sports games? You mentioned FIFA Street there, so EA Sports have got a big branch of fucking sports games.
Yeah, but it's more of a mini game more than anything.
Oh, right. So it's not intrusive.
No, I mean it can be, but you have to choose to activate it. But basically, when your ankle bracelet goes off on FIFA 5-a-side, if you press X in time, it takes you to like a Need for Speed minigame where you've got to outrun the police and get back to your flat in Chelford.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought so, but it's really weird because you're doing in a little Skoda and they've got their souped-up police cars. You always win, though, because you can throw beer bottles out the back window. It's a bit like Mario Kart, but Chelford.
So you mentioned playing Stevenage. What league are they in, and is this just exhibition mode, or is it in a league mode, or what's going on there?
Well, that's in the career mode. They're in the Premiership, First Division.
Sponsored by Coca-Cola, yeah.
Yeah, because they've really improved over last year. Like, I think Stevenage have really pushed forward this season, and now they're like contenders. Giving Arsenal a run for the money, at least in my game.
Yeah, well, trouble with Arsenal is they always try and walk it in.
I know.
Going back to the perks and all that shenanigans, what were your favourite perk?
That's a tough one, to be honest. I think Play Dead.
Play Dead.
Yeah, some of the Italians have it.
What, like, yeah, Neymar?
Yeah, and like, so it's a good counter to Lineker's ankle tackle, because if you counter it properly, you drop, you play dead, Lineker will get kicked off. So anyone who's got the ankle slide, like the slide tackle...
Yeah, you've got like a rock, paper, scissors thing going on with the skills.
Yeah, if you can get it timed right, you can get them taken off, gives you the advantage. So I thought that one was really good, especially because I like these cheeky bastards, like the AI especially likes to come in for a sliding tackle, but all you got to do is counter it. Once you get the timing down, again, it's like Street Fighter, you just got to get the timing down, job done.
So how realistic is this? If I were to put FIFA 19 on when the missus were here, would she realise it was a game, or would she just think it was like footy on, like Champions League or whatever?
Well, I will say it is the most photorealistic FIFA game I've ever seen.
Right.
You can see it on screen now for the people watching at home. It's photorealistic. And you know when that dude was streaming a UFC fight?
Oh yeah.
And he had his controller up? People are going to start doing that.
Yeah, it's indistinguishable.
Yeah, like people are just going to start putting up real football matches with them holding the controller going, oh, Barnley on Thames, or... Like, I thought FIFA 18 looked good, but FIFA 19 is just, yeah. And the crowd as well, like, crowds have come a long way. Like, do you remember when they were just static and then they were 2D? They say on the website, each individual crowd member are animated, like, individually. No, like, in Monsters, Inc., where Sully had all of his hairs individually animated.
Yeah.
They've done that with the crowd.
I can tell. Yeah, they look cool.
But each crowd member has their own personality as well.
That's going some for a football game.
Yeah, I wasn't too happy with all the racism that they programmed in, though. They keep shouting things at the black characters and it makes me uncomfortable, so I've had to turn the profanity filter off.
Yeah, I guess that's Chelsea.
Yeah, actually, how did you know?
Well, yeah, there's that thing where they were shouting at the black guy on the train a couple of years ago. It's just, yeah, it's well known.
Yeah, I think people in Chelsea just can't speak at a volume. They're all like Barry Scott, aren't they?
Right, talking about the crowd, is it possible to play as, like, the referees or a linesman or the crowd?
You can play as the manager.
Right.
Which I thought was interesting. And instead of, like, the football manager style where you can... I mean, that's obviously in it. But what they've done this time is they've incorporated the headset. So now you can just shout what you think should be happening.
Right.
And they'll do it.
So it's hands-free? Hands-free gaming?
It's integrated because you're playing yourself. But when you make a mistake, you can shout, and then the AI learns a little bit, and then go, oh, pass it to Terry next time when you go to pass it. Instead of missing it, if he's in eyesight, he'll pass it to Terry.
Right.
I thought that was like really interesting how they like incorporated the whole backseat pub football management that people like, oh, if they would have done this and then this and this. Now they've integrated it into the game, and it works. It's fantastic.
So say like you're controlling someone like Mbappe with the controller. Can you shout, because he's pretty slow as Mbappe, like he's like a fucking slug. Can you shout, fucking run faster? And it'll inspire him to run quicker.
Yeah, he gets a little speed boost. It's
right.
Yeah, it really surprised me because I shout a lot when I game.
Yeah, me too.
I shout and I swear a lot. And I thought with all the profanity stuff, this was gonna like penalise me. But no, the more aggressive you are with manager mode on, the more your players will listen to you.
Does manager mode extend into the half time so you can talk to your players in the changing room?
No,
okay.
No, they didn't go that far yet. Because I was hoping with all the screaming and stuff that you could do like an inspirational speech or like threaten them or something, but there's...
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, you could use Fergie's boot throwing at Beckham to get him to fucking get his act together.
Yeah, I was hoping that they'd do that, but they didn't. You know, I think that would have been too much programming-wise, because, I mean, they had to have space on the disc for the racism. So...
Talking about like the interactions with the crowd, can you do what Eric Cantona did and fucking drop kick the crowd if they get too rowdy?
No, but you can kick the ball into the crowd.
You can.
And this goes back to the personalities. Depending on who catches it, your ball will get nicked, someone might throw it back, they'll give it to the kid next to them. You know, you have this whole thing going on, which I thought was really interesting. It's a bit like the orcs in Lord of the Rings. You know, they were all programmed, weren't they?
So does this game make you patriotic? Is it a red, white and blue FIFA 19? Does it make you want to go out in front of your flat or house and put a Union flag there? Or a St. George's cross? Do you want to get tattoos on your knuckles after you've played this game?
Well, it's funny you say that, because after I played a few games, I actually shaved my head.
Right.
I looked at him and was like, oh shit, where's my hair gone? I've shaved it off. And yeah, I went out to buy a flag, but I couldn't find any, so I got a tiki torch instead.
Right.
Put that outside, but it's not had the same effect. But
show that you're really supporting England football.
Yeah, like I thought, because they're patriotic, aren't they? So I thought a real symbol of patriotism outside my house, but my neighbours didn't appreciate it. I had to get rid of it. I had to bake them a cake to say sorry, but they said I can have the flag up.
Let me guess, Chelsea supporters don't like him either.
Yeah, actually, now you think of it, Steve down the street, he's a Chelsea fan. He's always bricking the windows in. I thought it's because he caught him sleeping with his wife, but now you think about it, I think there's sort of like a deep-seated hatred going on there. And
why not both?
I've just realised why the tiki torch didn't go down very well.
So you played online, didn't you? I'm guessing.
Yeah, but it was only like limited servers with other journalists.
Right. Okay. What team did all the twats use online? Because there's normally one team that people stick to. They'll be the highest rated team. So I'm guessing that's going to be. I don't know.
Skegness-on-Sea.
Skegness-on-Sea.
Yeah.
Not in a Skegness.
No.
There's a big rivalry between those teams.
They've got the chant in it though.
Have they? What's that?
Yeah, it's like, we're the middle, you're out by the sea, get in the sea. Bit of a shit chant, but it's coming from Skegness, so I'm not really expecting much. But yeah, they programmed it in.
That's cool that they actually went to that length to...
Well, they did it on Twitter. They put a thing out saying, we want to put the inner Skegness chant in. Send us a recording of yourself singing it. And then I think about 20 or 30 fans did it. And they layered them over each other to make it sound like a room full of people singing, and then they multiplied it a little bit so it sounded a little bit like a pub garden. It was quite an authentic experience, really. What's interesting as well is when you play the Skegness-on-Sea Queen's Legs, you get like a debuff because it's cold.
Right.
So everyone runs a little bit slower. I was quite impressed with the like RPG elements into it, so yeah, they're really...
It's going right back to the things that you were talking before with Lineker's speed boost after breaking someone's ankle.
Yeah, it's a very clever game.
Yeah, very deep. Is there any dubious DLC or anything like that in this game?
Yeah, kind of.
Right, okay, that's bad news.
I didn't get to try it myself because it was, they haven't opened the store yet. But, with the cards from FIFA 18, in FIFA 19... they've taken it a step further, but instead of getting plays and statistics, you just buy Panini football stickers.
Right.
And then you put them into a digital sticker album. And then you can do your trades and everything with other players. I thought that was quite cool. And it's a good way to get the younger players sort of invested in loot boxes and microtransactions. I thought that was a really clever way of doing it. Because they know Panini football stickers, and they know that you've got a shiny... give me 5 of your regulars, will make it work. It's a little bit like a FIFA economy, and I think it's really good because it teaches the youngins about economics,
right,
and about how loot boxes and microtransactions work. You've got the regular cards and stuff as well, and I thought it was a bit unnecessary, but you can get stickers like decal stickers for your car for the chase minigame.
Right. Can you get tattoos and stuff for your players and, like, scratches onto your ankle bracelets and sovereigns and shit like that? Or is it just stickers for your car?
Kind of. Like, you can get different skins. Say Beckham, you can go back in time and you can have all different skins of Beckham throughout the different stages of his tattoos.
Right.
Because remember when he used to have Virgin skin? and now he looks like a gangster rapper. And you get the different players' haircuts and things, and you can mix and match. So if you want, you can have man bun Beckham with one sleeve and a pair of glasses, make him look like a hipster. It's quite funny. But when you have that combination as well, he plays in loafers, which kind of give him a disadvantage on his stats as well, which I think quite interesting, that was.
That's interesting, yeah. Because you'd think that it'd just be a flat thing, wouldn't you, for just the sake of clarity that this player can do this, but that opens up a lot of stuff because you're like building the best team and the best dressed team as well.
Yeah, so it's style and substance, which is something a lot of games are missing these days.
See, a lot of people will argue that it should just be cosmetics, but no, you want to go full hog. If you're going to do microtransactions, you want to make them really worth it.
Yeah, definitely. You want to give you an advantage in it. Or panini stickers.
So, talking about the FIFA 19 Ultimate Team loot boxes, or whatever the fuck they're called, will I need to remortgage my house to make a decent team? Or can you earn them when you're playing?
Well, you can earn them when you're playing, but I think it'll take you up until by the time, FIFA 20 comes out. But if you and your girlfriend have a well-paying job in a decent enough disposable income, it will be possible to accidentally spend 16 grand on the game.
So, the different leagues on the online tournaments, is it measured by how much they've spent on a game? So, like, the Premiership for the online leagues that houses the people that have spent money on microtransactions, is it called the Whale League? And the Beluga League? Or what's going on there?
The Premium League, as they're calling it, is essentially the Whale League. Underneath that, you've got the Dolphin League. And then you've got what they're calling the Pleb League, which is for the people that just spend £50, $70 on the game and just have the core game and don't want to get any of the microtransactions.
Those fucking idiots.
Yeah, they can only play in like the Pauper League, like the Plebeian League.
Yeah, Sprat League.
The ones that want to spend a little bit, they can go into the Dolphin League. And like Dolphin League sounds cool because it sounds like Nintendo Project Dolphin, doesn't it? And that was a really good console. So people are like, oh, I like dolphins. Echo the Dolphin. That was on Mega Drive. I had a Mega Drive. I'm going to be a dolphin. I'll put a bit of money into it. Then you've got the Whale League, where you can accidentally spend £10,000 playing the game.
To be fair, it's just like owning a real football team. The more you spend, the better you get.
Yeah, but what I thought was interesting in the Whale League, after you spend a certain amount of money, you unlock a Battle Royale mode.
Oh, that's interesting. What's that about?
So they announced it a few days ago, didn't they? The Battle Royale mode. And the thing that surprised me the most is because details when they announced it was scarce. But actually sitting down and playing it, I was really surprised when all the players had guns.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not just tattoos of guns, actual guns.
Yeah, and this wasn't just the pub teams either. This was like the proper... So, do you know the ones that you think are going to have guns and knives?
Like Millwall.
Yeah. But it was your proper one as well. I've got no idea. It wasn't football at that point. It was more like rugby.
Yeah, I bet the Frostbite engine come in useful for that.
Especially in Skegness.
So, talking about the end game, is Sepp Blatter the final boss?
Yeah, but before that, you need to deal with Maradona.
Right.
Because he's still got his god hand, hasn't he? And then it turns into a fighting game from Capcom, which was really odd.
How big's his health bar? Because, I mean, with all that coke, he's not going to feel anything, is he?
Well, it depends how much money you put into it, because a little bit of the money that you put into the microtransactions feeds his coke habit. So the people who are playing the Pauper League, like the Pleb League, they have a walk in the park, because he's just there like, oh, I've spent all my money and now I'm in prison. But the people who are putting all their money into it, they're like, feed him, and he's like, oh, and he's really fast.
Yeah, you're basically making a monster.
Yeah, but the thing that I found interesting, he does have a limit with it, and if you keep him running, like, don't let him have any breaks, after 20 minutes he dies.
It's nice to see Maradona get some recognition. He's an underrated footballer.
Yeah.
And drug taker.
But that's the thing with this game, is because they introduced the time travel element into the career mode, all of these different legends from all over time can be together and play together in one five-a-side match in the Black Crow at Croydon.
I'm just looking at the bits, like the notes you've scrolled down here, and it says Pele's special move is like running with an erection. What's all that about?
Do you exercise?
To a fuck. I'm a lazy cunt.
So when you exercise, what happens is your blood vessels and like your veins and shit like get wider, so your blood flow increases. Now with Pele, the way that you can sort of emulate it is, you know, next time you get on a bus, you sit on the wheel arch and your trousers are a little tight, and then you start getting the blood flowing. Exactly the same thing happens. And because he gets excited about what he's doing, because he's like a dog chasing a ball, isn't he? He's like, oh, gotta catch it, and he'll run after it. Because he gets excited, but his blood's flowing, he gets an erection. It's not a sexual thing. It does make him look like a predator, but that's where he stores more blood, because obviously the more blood you have while you're running, the more oxygen you're going to get to your muscles. So he's a bit like a camel, and he keeps it there, and that's his, for when he needs a little boost. Keep going. Speed boost, more oxygen to the muscles, erection goes down, it's end of the field, fast as fuck.
Yeah, it's like a battery storing power in his penis.
Yeah, it's like a blood camel.
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
I'll tell you what love is.
I want to know what love is.
Love is FIFA 19. You sound like you're head over heels in love with this game.
I'm pulling a Pele over this game at the minute. I've loved football my whole life.
I know, I can't get you to fucking shut up about it most times.
And I'd like to think that, you know, during this review, my knowledge of football has come across, because I'm such a massive fan of football. And I didn't think that I'd ever be able to play football past the five-a-side league.
Right.
So this game is the first game that's ever really allowed me to live out my football fantasy, because I can play the five-a-side league, and that's familiar to me. But then to be able to take the character that you're playing from there into the big leagues, it's complete dream fulfillment. And because of how good it looks, it's like I'm actually there. It's like a dream come true, Simon. It really is.
So what would you give FIFA 19? Is it the perfect 5 out of 7 game?
No, you know what, Simon? I'll give it a 7 out of 5.
7 out of 5. It's 2 over perfection.
It's 2 over perfection. It's the Gal Gadot of games.
The Wonder Woman of football.
It's like if Gal Gadot and Margot Robbie made a football game, this would be it.
You're talking stuff like that, and I'm channeling Pele here. You can't do this to me, Rick.
The thing that was most surprising is when I checked the credits, neither of them were credited, and I think that's disgusting. Just because they're women doesn't mean that they shouldn't be credited for FIFA 19, the game that they blatantly made.
Well, maybe it'll come as DLC at some point.
Maybe. I hope so. But that is it for our FIFA 19 review. That's just what I think. If you played it, let us know what you think. If you'd like to talk to us about your opinion on FIFA 19 or this review, please feel free to leave a comment below or talk to us over at Twitter at StrangePlay UK, or join our Facebook group at facebook.com/StrangePlay UK. Or you can now join our brand new Discord server. Invite link in the description. Also, if you like this video like we do on the channel, please feel free to give us a like and subscribe. It helps us grow as a channel, and we really do appreciate it. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you then.
Go!